Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Glow Up Realm. It's your girl Sarah Luna, and it's time to talk about resilience. Something that I would like to say about resilience as we open up this video is wherever you are having to try super hard, maybe that is what you're meant to do. I notice that when things get super hard in my life and I have to showcase resilience, usually it's because that opposition is a sign that I'm on the right path. You know, as humans, we want to just take the path of least resistance, right? We just want to, do the things, go to bed, wake up, and not feel like we have to just try so hard all the time. But maybe the reason you're having to push so hard is because that opposition is giving you purpose. I'm the first person in my immediate family to obtain a bachelor's degree. And being a pioneer like that, it comes with its own set of challenges. You can't lean on the people around you, like you normally could if you were going through something like they did, or if you were, say your dad was a doctor and you wanted to be a doctor too. Well, you have your dad, hopefully, to talk to and ask questions and, really relate to when it comes to the journey of you becoming a doctor, right? Well, what if you didn't have a family member at all, right? That's what I went through when I was going through college. I knew people that have obtained their bachelor's degree and beyond, and I talked to people that had gone through the journey, right? But no one that I knew or that I talked to had even gone through close to what I was going through. Not only, was I raising babies while I was obtaining my bachelor's degree, but for some part of it, I was a single mom. And that also comes with its own set of challenges. So yeah, my parents were there for emotional support, but as far as like asking them, hey, what should I do for A, B, and C? They really couldn't help me out much because they hadn't had that same experience. So I had to look inside myself. Why are you going to school? What are you doing this for? Why are you the first person in your family pursuing this? Why are you not just gonna settle for having a high school diploma and go on about your life? What is your why, Sarah? That's what I would ask myself when I was on the journey to obtaining that bachelor's degree. Why are you doing this? And when I could answer that question for myself, things always went a lot smoother. Because if you know what lights you up and you know what gets you excited and you know what takes you to that next level, you can just harness that energy. Every time you feel like it's getting tough and you just gotta, be strong and get through it, sometimes if you shift your mindset to, hey, what gets me excited? What makes me want to get up in the morning? What makes me want to just, make it happen? Whatever that is, lean into that. Look, if you're going through it in life, you may not be able to imagine something better right now. Because when you're in the trenches and you're trying to make it through whatever it is, okay, be it like a bad event, drama in your life, depression, anything like that, you got to remember one thing when it comes to resilience. It may look bad now, but it's not always going to look this bad. It's not always going to feel this bad. It's not always going to be this bad, okay? It's going to be better. It's going to get better. And I know you might hear that a lot, but it's true. You can't stay down forever. Nobody does. When you're living this life, you just got to find out what makes you feel alive. Because whenever you're going through rough times, in rough spots where you have to show resilience, okay, it's good to remember what is it that lights you up? What is it that just gets you going, that gets you excited to get up in the morning, be it your career, your hobbies, your family, your routines, even taking a walk outside, if that excites you, get up and do it. And if you can find, purpose in the struggle, beyond just your own, desires and pursuits, then maybe you've won life. You never know. Maybe someday someone will want to hear your story. Maybe someone will value your story. Maybe somebody one day will take your story and use it for motivation and inspiration in their own journey. Here are some final thoughts. Your passions and what lights you up, right? That is your truest compass.